Do you realize that time tells you where you are and where you must be? There's certain times in the day where there's certain places you need to be, and it's all linked to a certain time. I want to ask you today, where are you? Not at this very moment, but where are you with God? Have you spoken lately? When last did you speak to the one who made you? Are you among mature Christians who are ripe in understanding that imparts a high wisdom, which is the knowledge of the divine plan God has for you? Do you realize that this plan does not originate from this present age or of this world? It's time you realize that from Him, through Him, and to Him are all things. All things originate with Him, all things come from Him, all things live through Him, all things center in Him, and all things end in Him. Isaiah 54 verse 14 says, if you would establish yourself in righteousness. Now righteousness means to be right aligned with God. And Romans 5:17 says that righteousness has been given to us as a gift. Now if you would establish yourself in that right alignment with God, then terror, destruction and oppression will be far from you. The word says that what the eye has not seen, what the ear has not heard, has not entered into the heart of man, all that God has made and keeps ready for those who love Him. I'm asking you, do you love Him? You know, He has revealed those unseen and unheard things to us already, but they are revealed to you and me through the Holy Spirit and not man. We have the mind of Christ, you and me. That means that we can have the thoughts, the feelings, the purpose of Jesus' heart. If you know it's time. Ephesians 3:10 says that the purpose is that through the church, the many-sided wisdom of God can be made known to the angelic rulers, authorities in the heavenly sphere. Can you see that your life has greater purpose? 1 Corinthians 2 verse 8 says, none of the rulers of this age or this world perceives, recognizes, or understands this wisdom. Satan is not acting in your life. He is reacting because of what God's already been doing. Satan did not understand the seed principle. Otherwise he wouldn't have killed Jesus Christ, because he killed one man, but he saved millions and billions. It's time that you realize where you are and where you are going. You have to be in the plan of God. You have to go where God leads you. Because those who are led by the Spirit are sons of God. And Galatians says those who are sons of God is also heirs of God. That means you have an inheritance received when Jesus died on the cross. What is that inheritance? It is health, it is wealth, it is victory, it is success, it is authority, and it's a ministry. What ministry? The ministry of reconciliation. It's time you realize that you were given the capability to reconcile any lost soul to God. It's time you know that your life has a purpose, and it's not to live for yourself only, but to die to yourself and to save many. It's time that you know that you need to take the grace, that abundant grace, that unmerited favor that surpasses all your sins, and do what God called you to do. God's body needs its members to be useful again. Ephesians 1:10 says God plans to consummate and unify, that is, to make one all things in heaven and on earth. When is he doing this? He is doing this in the maturity of times and at the climax of the ages, which is now. We are in the end times. What is in heaven must be on earth. Let your kingdom come. Let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Jesus prayed. It's time to find out what the time is. And then be where time tells you to be. Exactly where God wants you. I tell you, it's time. It's time. It's definitely time. And I want to ask you, where are you?